So how do we put together? I was going to say the one thing I didn't get to is, Dan, the way your mind works, and I love being a map maker.
Wonderlandish.
Wonderlandish. That's why I could never get to it. There was the Wonderland smoke bomb went off. You subdivide. Your brain cleaves. You take one thing, you cut it into two. You go because it's A and B. You take B and you go because it's B. With 1 and 2 in italics underneath it. You build this kind of increasingly, what's the mathematical theorem where you just keep cutting the distance between here and the wall and you never get to the wall?
ADD? I don't know.
Yeah, you have this thing where you continually keep cutting, subdividing the idea.
Jesus, John
And I
Deere.
like to do the opposite. I like to lump the ideas. And I would like, in the final 5 minutes, to put things into boxes a little bit. How are things in general? Are you generally happy, though?
Fantastic. I'm generally fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're working in the little nooks and crannies of things you would just, as everybody wants to maintain and get to a healthier place.
Yeah.
You just seem to be more in touch with what those things are. You tend to...
Which might be called gratitude, like looking and going like, oh, here's the box I'm in. It's pretty good compared to people in Lebanon.
I have to put things back into boxes if I take them out like we have. I think it's important to put them back in and go like, so what is a great thing? What is something you love? What's a simple pleasure where you go, God, I love being on this planet?
My girlfriend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is that are you an alt-right guy? Are you going to call me a cuck now?
No, because I never fully figured out how cuck the term applied to politics.
Yeah.
I still don't understand.
Well, what about just loving your guy? I love my girlfriend. I'm really happy to be with her. I'm so excited I found somebody. And it's not just because she's in the room. I swear to God, she's not usually here. She may have left already. But I really genuinely, like, it's a thing that I've found. Not that she's a thing. I'm just so happy.
Anybody would understand that.
And Forensic Files.
So you do. So we don't have to worry about you being in a constant state.
Yeah, no. When you're not hearing from me, I'm happy.
Hey, that's what I think is important.
No news is good news.
That made me feel better because I tend to wear the sympathetic residue of people's problems. The more you go into something, I track it. My brain has such traction on things that I wear. Like, if you ask me, like, what's that word that starts with a P that's not... And I will text you 4 days later and be like, are you sure it doesn't start with an L?
Really?
Yeah, I will.
So you were gonna walk out of here worried about me being depressed?
I would have texted you, not worried about being depressed because you can handle yourself. You're obviously here, but I would probably have texted you other things to try to put into context what I wasn't sure you did or didn't.
I'm truly, truly happy. Like, I'm very happy. I'm frustrated at this current time with the fact that the way out of this life keeps changing. The exit ramp keeps being updated, and it's a frustrating thing. But that's called privilege. It's like well, I wanted to know that I could with 5 years I had a plan, and they just keep changing the exit ramp, and I'm like, these people. Right. But inside my car, it smells like pine.
Right.
Phil Collins is playing. It's very good. There is nothing wrong.
It's you that's changing the plan. And that's the good news. It's not
well, I mean, I guess I would argue with that. I think it's
you've got a strong, intelligent voice that seems to be able to hold up against a lot of forces that normally drive intelligent minds crazy.
I'll probably be fine. I just didn't see myself lifting anything after 45. Like, I had this image in my head. Like, I thought I'd be retired by now because my dad worked hard until a certain age, and I was like, well, that was dumb. You should do it that earlier.
Could you be retired if you had all the money in the world you ever wanted? Could you do it?
Yes.
Could you wake up tomorrow and
yes.
Money's in the bank, everything's good. You couldn't spend it if you tried.
Yes.
You would be okay being retired.
Yes.
Do you think that's true?
No.
Look at the face.
Fuck no. No. You could have. You could have.
No, I couldn't have. No, I couldn't have. Nope. Nope.
Everybody in LA broke writer money. That's like 10
This is
years.
like when people are like, everybody Googles themselves. I'm like, nope, can't Google myself. Fucking can't do it.
It's you that moves the goalpost.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, let's not. I mean,
I like that you accidentally said gold post because it kind of is. Because it kind of is like gold post at this point.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know. You're a fan of Rick and Morty. You know that Brandon does the voice of Mr. Goldenfold,
the math teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Just a trivia.
That's great. I like him very much because he's drawn just a little differently than everyone else. He's drawn from a different kind of nomenclature than everyone else on the show. You know what I mean? It looks like he stumbled in from a different cartoon.
He's based very much on a real life math teacher I had in 7th grade, whose last name I can't remember, but
He looks like some sort of animation exchange program where someone from Rick and Morty is in some other like Fat Albert-esque kind of show.
I like that his name is Mr. Goldenfold and the principal's name is Mr. Vagina. I don't know what the rest of the faculty like. Is everything just
Great Phil Hendry.
The great
Phil Hendry.